Introduction to ziggurats. Ziggurats were large, stepped, pyramid-like structures that were built in ancient Mesopotamia, primarily in the regions of Sumer, Akkad, Babylonia, and Assyria. These impressive structures were not mere architectural feats, but rather served as platforms for the worship of various Mesopotamian deities. Constructed with mud, brick, and stone, ziggurats were often the centerpieces of temple complexes, rising high above the surrounding landscape as a physical manifestation of the divine. The history of ziggurats. The origins of the ziggurat can be traced back to the early Sumerian civilization, which flourished in Mesopotamia around the 4th millennium BCE. The earliest known ziggurats were built in the Sumerian city-states of Uruk and Ur, with the most famous examples being the ziggurat of Ur and the ziggurat of Anu in Uruk. As Mesopotamian civilizations evolved and expanded, the construction of ziggurats became a widespread practice, with each major city-state erecting its own unique structure dedicated to its patron deity. Architecture and design of ziggurats. Ziggurats were constructed using a distinctive stepped, pyramid-like design. The structures were typically built on a square or rectangular base, with each successive level being smaller than the one below it, creating the characteristic stepped appearance. The number of levels varied, with some ziggurats having as few as 2 or 3 tiers, while others, like the ziggurat of Ur, boasted 7 distinct stages. The materials used in the construction of ziggurats were primarily mud, brick, and stone, with the lower levels often being made of more durable stone to support the weight of the upper tiers. The exterior of the structure was often adorned with colorful glazed bricks, creating a visually stunning effect. At the top of the ziggurat, a small temple or shrine was typically built, serving as the primary place of worship for the deity to whom the structure was dedicated. Purpose and function of ziggurats. Ziggurats were not merely architectural marvels, they served a profound religious and cultural purpose within Mesopotamian societies. These structures were seen as the earthly dwellings of the gods, providing a physical link between the divine and the mortal realms. The stepped design of the ziggurat was believed to represent the connection between heaven and earth, with the temple at the summit serving as the point of communication between the worshippers and the deities. Aside from their religious significance, ziggurats also played an important role in the social and economic life of Mesopotamian civilizations. These structures often housed administrative and religious offices, as well as storage facilities for agricultural surpluses and other valuable resources. The ziggurat and its associated temple complex were the heart of the city, serving as a hub for religious, political, and economic activities. Famous ziggurats around the world. While the majority of the world's surviving ziggurats are located in the Mesopotamian region, there are a few notable examples found in other parts of the ancient world. One of the most famous is the Choa Zanbil in modern-day Iran, which was constructed during the Elamite period and is considered one of the best preserved examples of a Mesopotamian-style ziggurat outside of Mesopotamia itself. Another remarkable ziggurat is the Cholamandalam or Brihadiswara temple in Thanjavur, India, which was built in the 11th century CE during the Chola dynasty. Although this structure is not a traditional Mesopotamian ziggurat, it shares many architectural similarities, including the stepped, pyramidal design and the presence of a temple at the summit. Ziggurats. In Mesopotamian culture and religion, ziggurats were deeply intertwined with the religious and cultural beliefs of Mesopotamian civilizations. Each ziggurat was dedicated to a specific deity who was believed to reside within the temple at the top of the structure. The choice of deity was often based on the importance and prominence of the city-state in which the ziggurat was located. For example, the ziggurat of Ur was dedicated to the moon god, Nana, who was the patron deity of the city of Ur. Similarly, the ziggurat of Anu in Uruk was dedicated to the sky god, Anu, reflecting the city's status as a center of religious and political power. The construction and maintenance of ziggurats were seen as sacred duties, with the rulers of Mesopotamian city-states often taking on the role of high priests and overseeing the building and restoration of these monumental structures. The rituals and ceremonies performed at the ziggurat were integral to the religious and cultural life of the Mesopotamian people, reinforcing the deep connection between the divine and the earthly realms. Ziggurats versus pyramids. A comparison. While both ziggurats and pyramids are impressive examples of ancient monumental architecture, there are some key differences between the two structures. Pyramids, such as those found in ancient Egypt, were primarily funerary in nature, serving as the final resting places for the pharaohs and their associated grave goods. In contrast, ziggurats were primarily religious structures, built as platforms for the worship of Mesopotamian deities. The stepped design of the ziggurat was also distinct from the smooth, sloping sides of the Egyptian pyramids, reflecting the different architectural traditions and cultural beliefs of the two civilizations. Another key difference lies in the construction materials. While the Egyptian pyramids were built using large, precisely cut stone blocks, the Mesopotamian ziggurats were constructed primarily with mud, brick, and stone, a reflection of the available resources and building techniques in the region. Restoration and preservation of ziggurats over the centuries. Many of the world's surviving ziggurats have faced significant challenges in terms of preservation and restoration. The fragile nature of the mud, brick, and stone materials used in their construction, combined with the ravages of time, natural disasters, and human conflict, have led to the deterioration and even the complete destruction of numerous ziggurat structures. However, in recent decades, there have been concerted efforts to restore and preserve the remaining ziggurats, particularly those located in the Mesopotamian region. Archaeological excavations, conservation efforts, and the use of modern construction techniques have helped to stabilize and protect these ancient structures, ensuring that they can continue to be studied and appreciated by future generations. One notable example of successful ziggurat restoration is the Ziggurat of Ur, which underwent a major restoration project in the 1930s under the direction of British archaeologist Leonard Woolley. The restoration work has helped to preserve the structure's distinctive stepped design and has allowed visitors to better understand the original scale and grandeur of this iconic Mesopotamian monument. Ziggurats in popular culture and media. The enduring fascination with ziggurats has also extended into the realm of popular culture and media. These ancient Mesopotamian structures have been featured in a variety of films, television shows, video games, and works of literature, capturing the imagination of audiences around the world. In the realm of cinema, ziggurats have appeared in blockbuster films such as The Mummy and Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, where they serve as dramatic backdrops for action-packed sequences. In the video game industry, the iconic stepped design of the ziggurat has been incorporated into popular franchises like Civilization and Assassin's Creed, allowing players to experience the grandeur of these ancient structures in a digital setting. The literary world has also embraced the mystique of ziggurats, with authors such as H.P. Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard incorporating these structures into their fantastical tales of the supernatural and the occult. The enduring popularity of ziggurats in popular culture is a testament to the enduring legacy of these Mesopotamian architectural marvels. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of ziggurats. As we've explored the rich history, intricate architecture, and cultural significance of ziggurats, it's clear that these Mesopotamian structures have left an indelible mark on the world. From their origins as platforms for the worship of the divine to their enduring presence in popular culture, ziggurats continue to captivate and inspire us, serving as a tangible link to the ancient civilizations that once flourished in the cradle of Mesopotamia. If you're as fascinated by the mysteries of ziggurats as I am, I encourage you to explore the wealth of resources available on these remarkable Mesopotamian structures. Whether you're interested in their architectural design, their cultural and religious significance, or their enduring legacy in popular culture, there's always more to discover about these awe-inspiring monuments. So why not dive deeper into the world of ziggurats and uncover the secrets they've held for millennia?